The chief prosecutor at the ICC has been suspended of allegations that he was involved in sexual misconduct. He misbehaved with women. Investigations were carried on, but the questions that come in, are these investigations genuine? Is the suspension that Karim Khan is facing genuine or is politically motivated? In May 2024, a Malaysian lawyer said Khan began making sexual advances towards her. Khan was informed of the allegations 2.5 weeks before he announced the arrest warrants of Israeli leaders. Look at the timing. Trump signed an executive order against Karim Khan, the prosecutor. What did the court found? The court found out that Prosecutor Karim Khan unlawfully prosecuted Russian citizens in The Hague. What did the judges in Moscow do? Karim Khan was sentenced to 5 to 15 years imprisonment in absentia. The judges who issued the warrants of arrest against Netanyahu have been convicted and jailed between 3.5 years to 15 years. You can hear that this is a political issue. My good friend Vivian warns me quietly that if you have a position, be very careful with our ladies, with our sisters. They can bring a scandal and you'll be thrown out of office. Men, that is an advice from my crew. Call Vivian, that she has covered stories worldwide where women have been the source of collapse of men. Samson from the Bible, you know Samson and Delilah? Okay, Danstan Omari, but I've taken Vivian's advice. Welcome to Trending Court Helicopter Views. All of us, we know Karim Khan, the chief prosecutor at the ICC. The chief prosecutor at the ICC has been suspended of allegations that he was involved in sexual misconduct. He misbehaved with women. These women are not kids. They are advocates or lawyers in his office. There are 3 complaints that have been launched. Investigations were carried on, but the questions that come in, are these investigations genuine? Is the suspension that Karim Khan is facing genuine or is politically motivated? Our crew, Vivian, had to do a lot of research and uncovered that this is a politically instigated attack on the prosecutor to remove him from office. Let us see the allegations against Khan, the sexual misconduct allegations. In May 2024, a Malaysian lawyer said Khan began making sexual advances towards her. In March 2023, shortly after joining his team, she alleged he forced her to engage in consensual sex acts on several occasions, including intercourse in June and December 2023, according to the Wall Street Journal. Khan was informed of the allegations 2.5 weeks before he announced the arrest warrants of Israeli leaders. Look at the timing. 2 weeks before Khan announced the warrants of arrest, he was told, there is a woman here blackmailing you. The second allegation, in October 2024, a whistleblower published the allegations. The accuser refused to explicitly confirm or deny them, and no formal inquiry has ever been launched. Anonymous sources close to the accuser said she distracted the ICC watchdog. That is another complainant. She is not known. She is anonymous. The last complaint in August 2025 Another woman accused Khan of sexual misconduct. She alleged that while employed by him during his time as a lawyer, beginning in 2009, he repeatedly invited her to his home, sat in proximity, attempted to kiss and touch her, and pressured her to engage in sexual relations. These are the allegations facing Khan. On 20th May 2024, Khan announced that the ICC's decision to apply for arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, 1. Number 2, Israel Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, 3, and Hamas leaders Yahya Sinwar, Mohammed Deif, and Ismail Yesh for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity. He asked for warrants for these people. Get that sequence. Khan makes an application before the judges of the ICC for arrest warrants against the current Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu. This is done on 20th May. As any ordinary prosecutor, he makes an application based on evidence provided by the investigators. The investigators of ICC investigated and found out that crimes against humanity were being conducted in Gaza. Khan made an application for warrants of arrest on 20th May 2024. The judges, in November 2024, the judges issued warrants of arrest. This is unprecedented. Donald Trump, the American president, indicted the ICC. And after indicting the ICC, the American Treasury put sanctions on ICC. 2, the ICC court uses Microsoft to run their emails. What did they do? Microsoft blocked access of Khan from accessing. ICC had to use an alternative to run their business. Then claims started now coming. These claims of the free women came after these warrants were applied for. These claims, if you look at the timing of these claims, you will find out that the claims came after these warrants were issued. Free women, most likely Mossad agents or most likely CIA agents working for ICC or infiltrated, claimed that Khan has been molesting them. These are adults, women, lawyers. What did they do? Khan stepped aside. He stepped down as the chief prosecutor in May 2025 due to allegations of sexual misconduct, and he was suspended pending a vote of sexual misconduct allegations in June 2026. After the warrants of arrest were issued, what did Russia do? Russia, on December 12th, 2025, a Moscow city court, this matter was taken to Moscow, the capital city of Russia, and a case was filed against the ICC prosecutor Karim Khan. What did the court found? The court found out that Prosecutor Karim Khan unlawfully prosecuted Russian citizens in The Hague. What did the judges in Moscow do? Karim Khan was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment in absentia. 15 years in imprisonment. The prosecutor of ICC is already convicted in Russia. 15 years imprisonment. While 88 ICC staff, including the former court president, Patrul Hofmansky, was sentenced in absentia to imprisoned term ranging between 3 years to 15 years. The judges who issued the warrants of arrest against Netanyahu have been convicted and jailed between 3 years and a half to 15 years. Karim Khan, 15 years. It is only Court Helicopter that can bring you the real story behind the story we are seeing. What did America do against the prosecutor of ICC? On 13 February 2025, the United States Department of Treasury added Khan to its specially designated nationals and blocked persons list. As a result of this sanction, Khan, his wife, and his children are barred from entering the U.S. Any assets he possesses in the U.S. have been frozen, and it is forbidden under U.S. law for any person or entity or company, including their subsidiary, to provide him with funds, goods, or services. Khan, the prosecutor of ICC, cannot get this. The sanctions occurred after U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order on the 6th of February that sanctioned the ICC for issuing arrest warrants against Netanyahu and Gallant for alleged war crimes in Gaza. We dealt with the question of executive order. Trump signed an executive order against the ICC. Trump signed an executive order against Karim Khan, the prosecutor. In May 2025, Microsoft blocked Karim Khan's access to his official email account, forcing Khan to switch to Proton Mail, an email provider based in Switzerland. This decision, directly tied to U.S. foreign policy, raised concerns over the dependency on U.S. technology services across Europe. Consequently, the ICC transferred its digital system to the European open source alternative OpenDisk. You can hear that this is a political issue. Wakili Omari, what is he telling you? According to this evidence, the Americans and the Israelis want Khan out of the ICC. Remember, American government and Russia, that is Russia, are not members of the ICC. The ICC has only 125 members. These countries that are not members, why are they mad with the ICC? And how did the ICC issue warrants against Netanyahu? The Rome Statute is very clear. It does not only apply to anybody who is a member. It applies to any person who commits war crimes, whether your country is a member or not. The law applies universally. It is an international court and it applies globally. So this is why they are mad. Next time, the ICC can give warrants of arrest against Donald Trump or the American president. Therefore, there is a system to completely destroy the ICC. Remember, Karim Khan is a citizen of Britain, UK. What are lessons from this? This is political machinations. They do not believe that the ICC can be independent. Article 157 of the Kenyan Constitution provides that the prosecutor cannot be directed by anybody. The Rome Statute has similar provisions. The prosecutor of the Rome Statute, the ICC, cannot be directed by anybody. He is independent. He does not take directions from anybody. And that is why, because he made a decision to charge Netanyahu, he must exit. My good friend Vivian warns me quietly that if you have a position, be very careful with our ladies, with our sisters. They can bring a scandal and you'll be thrown out of office. Men, that is an advice from my crew. Call Vivian, that she has covered stories worldwide where women have been the source of collapse of men. Samson from the Bible, you know Samson and Delilah? Okay, Danstan Omari, but I've taken Vivian's advice. Keep watching, always bringing it to you as it unfolds globally. Thank you.